Definitely don't.
Yeah.
Loretta, fancy you being on first. Oh, Kel Maurice, you beat her. Yeah, it's working. What was that? Oh, hold on. I've not got internet on. Simply Organs, Karen Pritchard. That should work. Joyce Hewitt, Fiona, Eve Burrows. We're Goliath, that's it, cool. Ali Jonas, thank you for the stars. I don't want no stars tonight, guys. It's only equipment chat tonight. We're not going out on a ghost hunt tonight. It's equipment chat. We're out next Saturday. Definitely 100% out next Saturday. We're doing Tracy Hurd, Emma Taylor, and Lou, Philip Hawkins, Kev, Judith. We're going to have a little chat about the equipment. I've had a lot of messages over the past few weeks. Kathy Williard about how our equipment works. So I'm getting bombarded with questions. What does this do? What does that do? Evening HH. Kate Jones, Lisa Marie Widdowson. Good evening to you. Devon Sian. Right, mate. Kev Lamb. So Tuesday, maybe, I don't know yet. I need to talk to everyone. But so I've been bombarded over the past few weeks. Lots and lots of questions of because we use so much equipment now that people want to know what it does. So I did say on live the other night I am going to do a live with just about the equipment. So here it is. I'll only give it a minute or so and I'll crack on. Antoinette, Denise, and we'll just crack on. I'll show you what we got, what it does. So when we're talking about, we'll say, oh, that's gone off or that's gone off. You'll know what we're talking about then. So I've got a lot of it now. So it's I'll leave this. I'm on all platforms tonight. We are now running Instagram. There's a permanent platform. So we are on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. So we're running all platforms. So I'm going to do this on all platforms. If I can save the video on Instagram, I will. TikTokers, what I'll have to do is put your little I'll put your pictures up of the device and what it says on the TikTok. So if anyone wants to actually go and have a look when I'm done. Evening Katrina. It will be on my TikTok account. May possibly be on Insta as well because I'm not sure if it has saved this live, depending how long ago for. Mugs look good. Oh yeah, you can see the mugs. Just a little something Rose has done for the team.
That's one I'm gonna.
Check this one down. No, even I got one. Huh? Full of goodies inside. Did I tell you what's in it?
Yeah.
It's got chocolates in it, car stickers, key ring. She's done one for the team. Say a little thank you. You all right, Dre? You made it back, mate. Where's Dre's? Check it out. Look, Dre, she even done you one, mate. Huh? I bet you don't put the car sticker on though. Yeah, so I'll put what I do is for the other platforms, I will put individual photos on and it saying what equipment is and what it does. So if you ever want some recap. I have done this before. I've done it on, but I only done it for the subs. But I've just feel it's only fair that I do it for all of you rather than just for the subs. So you'll get a gist of it. So someone pick equipment, something to start off with. What you can remember. There's got to be one. One bit of equipment.
Could I go first, please? Me.
Oh, Jay, you all right, mate?
Me.
REM pod. Which one? Katrina, I've got 5. Huh?
I think that
which-
other one.
Which one?
Yeah,
Which one?
that one.
What, that one?
Yeah.
What, start with that?
Yeah.
Oh, don't like starting with that.
I think you should start with that because that does my head in.
All right, I'll start with a REM pod and then I'll go on to this. Because this is like 4 devices in one. Okay. But the REM pod will cut down the device of this. So we'll start off with this one, which is our REM pod. It's the REM pod 2.0. Not cheap. Good bit of kit though. They do the 2. Is it the 1.0 and they do the 2.0. This is 2.0. Reason being, it has an aerial on it. I don't know where the aerial is. I do believe it's in here somewhere. That's normally where we keep it. There's a little aerial. You screw it on. You all know how REM pods work. It's all done with. It's done with. This is done with. This will pick up anything from. I want the 2.0 version. That's the 2.0 version, Kev. This is it. It comes with. It's a standard REM pod, but it's I don't know if you're using them. I'll get on to apps in a minute, Joan, and I'll go through them with you as well. I'll do them at the end, the apps. This is a special REM pod though, this one. It not only does it pick up, it doesn't pick up static as such. It picks up touch sensing close to you, electricity, magnetic fields and things like that. So when you turn it on, it works as a normal REM pod. Now that's a high setting. The good thing with this one, it's adjustable. All right. So you got your little button there. You can adjust it by the lights. Now that'll turn it down. You'll see me when I go in. I'll sit there and I'll push the buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's on its lowest setting. Yeah. And that's its highest setting. So it's a bigger range. See, it'll pick up bigger range. So it's picking me up sitting here. The lowest setting, it's because I've got it in my hand. It's closer. It's more of about 2 foot. I'd say about foot between 2 foot. But also on this one, you have an ATDD on it. All right, I have to remember this. It's an ambient temp deviation detection. I know I can never remember it. That's what this one's got on it. All right, I have to have the REM pod on. Let me take that off.
Yeah.
So when you got it switched on, there's a little button at the bottom. See a little red button at the bottom. That turns your ATDD on. And when you switch it on, and then you push the red button, and your ATDD on. And you see got a little light there. See it, a little LED light there. See it. And now that is your temperature. So that's warm and it's flashing red. Now, it's only that little one, excuse me. And this one picks up at 0.3 degrees. So a change of 0.3 degrees, it will pick it up. It'll go, hold on mate, it'll go red. That's REM pod. It'll go red if it's a warm and blue if it's cold. But so if it goes red and then goes straight back to cold after, like say it goes red and then switches to a blue, it's picked up a differential of what's that, 0.6 degrees of temperature, which is a big drop. Brilliant bit of kit. If you're ever going to buy a REM pod and you want it all, this is the 2.0 is definitely the one to come and get. It's I got this one from America. I ordered it in from America. If you do order in from America, watch out for your duty tax, because they will put duty tax on your equipment as well. So don't forget, you see the price, you look at the price, you think, wow, that's really, really cheap. But you've got duty tax on top of it as well. So just remember that if you go ordering these. But they are a great bit of kit. Certainly worth the money. There is a cheaper version floating around. I've seen, you know, the black one. It's about £80. I've looked into all the equipment. Just watch out what you're buying. Cheapest isn't always the best. You're basically just, all you're getting is a shell of one of these with one of these stuck in it. That's it. That's all you're getting. So it's not sort of like the quality of what this is. So be careful what you buy. If you're going to get it, get the decent one. Mind you, when you see the price label of them, you might change your mind. Now this, I never know what to call this. Now this is a good bit of kit. It's just called a mil meter. You know, it's called a mil meter, but it's not. It's been plated. The actual thing is a mil meter, but it's been adjusted and it's had things added to it. Another great bit of kit. As you can see on there, I don't know if you can see it, you get your two readings. Now the top reading is an EMF. It's an EMF meter. It's an electronic. It's an electronic EMF meter. So it will pick up an EMF reading. I don't know if it's picked it up. Sometimes it picks your phone up. It will pick up EMF meter exactly the same as one of these, but in a digital form. So that's what it is. The bottom one is just your normal temperature. Same again, normal temperature, EMF at the top, and your normal temperature at the bottom. But what makes this one a little bit, I mean, to buy these meters are not expensive, but to buy the one with the additions on it is, it's not, I wouldn't say it was dear. So on top you've got another aerial and another aerial. Now that's an ATDD, like I've just explained. The reason why you use them ones is because they've got a lower range. They pick up at 0.3 rather than half a degrees. And I'll go on that because we have got the two different types of devices as well. So this one picks up your temperature. This one is actually a REM pod. So on the back, when you switch this on, same again. So you've got your REM pod, same as the others. This is a variation REM pod as well, exactly the same as the red one. It's made with the same company, so it is exactly the same as the red one. So it's right. I'm just looking. So zero your REM up, and then you can adjust it like that. So you can go up to have it stronger or weaker, so further and nearer. And it's also got this on it, which is an ATDD, which I've already explained. It's a more of an accurate for a temperature reading. It's a better device than the thermometer. I mean, this one's got the thermometer on it, but it's also got an ATDD on it as well. So it is good. With this one, it's the same again. It's red. This is about the only downfall I found with this. I mean, it's not bad for us because we can see it because it goes on the floor or on the wall and we can see it. But your light's a little LED on the side that goes hot and cold. So it's just a little light on the side. I mean, when we're out investigating, we can actually see it because it lights up the floor. We can see whether it's red or blue. So it's okay for us, but for viewers, because it's so little, you wouldn't be able to see it. It's good for an investigator. But it's not so good for the viewers. So you have to take our word when we say it's blue, it's red, because we do see it. And it does light up quite bright when you're in the dark room. It lights the whole wall or the floor up, so it is quite good. Brilliant bit of kit. 4 devices in one. That's got 4 devices in one, and that, as you see on our lives, it's very good. It's very sensitive. It does pick up. Each device, so this one and this one, this one and this one will make it's got a REM pod noise. Well, you've heard the REM pod noise. It's the same with this one. It's got the REM pod noise, which is that noise, and then your AT noise is that one, so it's a higher pitch. So when you hear all the noises going off and it's picking both of them up, that's what you're hearing. It took us a while to learn ourselves the difference in noises, but we have got it now. We do understand it now. We know by hearing the noise, we can tell you exactly what's going on. That's the AT on the red REM pod. We'll call it the red REM pod or the other REM pod. That's always called the other REM pod, and that's always called the red REM pod. That's exactly the same. It's got the same noises with the AT on that one. It will go higher and lower pitch as well for the more of your temperature degrees that you're picking up. And that's exactly the same sounds as the other one. So your REM pod and your AT, and that's the light that goes off on the side. See, two really good bits of devices. If I will say, if anyone's going to save up and buy some kit, these are two that are really good to have, but they're not cheap. They really are not cheap. Now you got these ones as well, which I've lost one.
You had it in your hand a minute ago when you were saying
This one?
about the difference.
I don't know where I've put it. But your standard REM pods, it's just standard REM pod. We use them because they're not. These ain't sensitive. To set these off, it needs a lot of energy. I mean, we're talking big energy to set them off. I know you can go near it with your hand and set it off, but they're not sensitive at all. They're just what they call us. I did read up on it. They're a standard basic REM pod, and they're set quite high. So we do use them in our kit. I have got two of them somewhere. We do use them. They very rarely go off. I've only ever known them go off a few times, but they're not.
Well, that's interesting.
For us, they don't seem. For me, they're not sensitive enough to pick up. They're not sensitive to pick up what we want to pick up. It's the cutter, Dre. It's the cutter, mate.
Sorry, did it annoy you?
Great Emf Meter in America named it after his daughter that passed away. He used it every communications with Melissa on her birthday. Oh, cheers for that, Devon. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's that'll be that one. That's the one he's on about. He's just put up for us. The Emf Meter. The other one. The one we call the other one. We'll start calling it the Emf Meter now then. But it is a good bit of device. And like I say, your standard REM pods, I mean, I don't know, Gus team hasn't got one of these. Like I say, they're a REM pod, they're a good bit of kit. It's like when you buy REM bears and things like that. All your REM berries is one of these inside. So it's all it is. You might as well just go and buy one of these rather than spend 50 quid on a REM bear.
Taking me cut on my REM bear.
No, I'm not taking the out of REM bear. I'm just saying, babe, they're not going to they don't put the expensive REM pods in things like that. Next, now, there it is. While I'm on that, so I want to save all this stuff for in a minute. I can't remember what it's called now. It's the Pyramid. Is it a V2? It's the V2 model. It's a laser motion pickup. Got 3 settings on it. A lot of you know how this works. Oh, excuse me. So that's setting 1. You got 4 settings on it, and what your settings do is it's the distance you go. We always have it on a low setting. We like it nice and close to where we're putting it, so it's something neat having to walk near it rather than from a distance. So Hold on, Rosie, let me just do this one and then you can ask your question. So that's set on 1. So it's a laser motion. On what side it'll go off. And as you get nearer to it, the sound goes up. So when you hear it like that or like that, when we're skipping down the corridor, you know why. Like I say, it's a good bit of kit. Like I say, you just turn it up and you adjust it to the distances you want it at. I think it goes up to about 7 foot, this one. I'm sure it's about 7 foot, this one. When it resets. Good bit of kit. I like this bit of kit. The reason I like this is you know when we're in corridors, you know we do a lot of care homes, hotels and things like that. You got a door either side. You'll see I'll always put it next to 2 doors, and I will move it around up the corridor, and I'll always place it not next to 2 walls, but in between 2 doors. So if something's coming out, you know what side it's coming out because it's lighting up. You know what room it's coming out of. It was really good bit of kit for like moving around and putting them in corridors. It's good for corridors and things like that. It's not so good for like if you're in a room and you stick it in the middle of the room. I don't think it's a good bit. It's a good bit of kit for corridors, this one. So if you do a lot of corridors on that, this is one to get, especially when you've got doors side by side. That's the pyramid. Now I'll do the puck next. Same again. This is your puck. Same again. It's a laser motion. Same again. You switch it on. It might pick me up though because I'm here. If the battery's not flat on this one, the battery's always flat on this one. I like this one, right? So if the spirit moves around, it's 360 degrees detection, as you can see. 360 all the way around. So this one you can put in the middle of a room. So if you've got something coming in, either way it will pick it up. And a good thing with this one is it goes red when it picks it up, but sometimes you don't see it because it can go quick like that and you don't see it. But what this one does, it'll go white. See, it's gone white. So it goes white, and what that's doing is letting you know where it's gone off. So if it's gone off that side, that light will go off, and then when it goes white, it shows me where it has been triggered. So you've got your red light where it's actually triggering it. When it's triggered it will turn white, and it will show you exactly what position it's gone in. And like I say, it's 360 degrees. Yet again, this is adjustable as well. I think this one goes quite far. I mean, we was in a room. We've done a room, and it was about, I would say, about 22 foot width. We had to turn, it was about 22 foot width, and we had to turn it down one because we was picking up the walls all around the room. So that's brilliant. If you want to investigate a room, you stick that in the middle. Great bit of kit, but you have to watch. The thing you have to watch is it will pick, because they're lasers. Same with the pyramid, because they're lasers, they will pick up hard objects like walls and things like that. So if you get a bit too close and it's picked up a wall, it will set it off. But that is another bit of kit. Then we got. Now I like this device. We've had this device a long time. It's an all it is an Emf meter.
That's my favourite.
It's one of Rosie's favourites. Now I must admit I do like this. I have actually played hide and seek with a spirit with this in a pub. It's a 20 quid Emf meter. Nice cheap bit of kit.
I've got a little girl to stay with me.
Yeah, you can pick it up off eBay. I think about 20 quid. That's all it is. But for a nice cheap bit of kit, this is really good. Now, when you do, where's your phone?
I'm modding.
Oh right. When you set it off, I've got no lights on. If I had lights on, it'd set off.
I want to put my torch on.
No, it won't set off. I'll give you the reading. It's an electronic adjustable reading on this one rather than lights. It does pick up quite a low
Just
milligauss.
to show though. Your phone don't set it
No, your phone don't set off. The light will. I've got 4 phones there. Look, it's not even. It's picking up. What is it? What? 16.16 it's picking up just off, that's off 4 phones. But he does pick it up, look. No, we'll pick something up. And he says that and he didn't do it. See if YouTube can have it. No. It's also got a temperature on it as well. So it is a temperature device. And temperatures are a big part to play in your kit. I know you lot don't see them, but to us, we know where they are. We do see them. But the reason I like this one is when it gets a high reading, what they class as they class it as a dangerous reading. It will light up. I've got nothing to show you. Oh, a battery pack. No, even my battery packs don't do it. There you go. Right, ready? And it'll beep. It'll light up. See, and it beeps. Brilliant. Brilliant bit of kit. Yeah, that's true. The only thing with the human, he doesn't give off a big, equipment wise, he doesn't give off a big enough electromagnetic fields to be setting devices off. Look, see, your body can't do it. It's although we are full of energy, we're full of static and everything, but it's not. We don't carry enough. The thing is, if we did, we'd go around shocking everyone. But great bit of kit. I don't know if anyone remembers, I was in that pub. I was in that pub and hold on a sec, guys, just got to sort this out. I was in that pub and I was playing hide and seek with Spirit. I said to him, no matter where you are in there, I'll always find you. And he moved around the room. I said, found you, I need to move again. I said, got you, and move again. And I got you. And I've done that for about 10 minutes, chasing the Spirit around with these. Good fun these are. Really worth having these. The only downside to these is when you turn it on, you walk around with it, it does turn itself off after some. Do you remember that live, Trey? It was funny, weren't it? Yeah, I enjoyed that one. You have to keep an eye on these because they do turn themselves off after a certain time. So you could be doing and it's turned itself off. So that's the only downside to them. You got these as well. I don't use these anymore. I don't use these anymore. Emf Meter. You'll very rarely see me put this out. I don't even know why I carry it in my kit. I've had too many false readings off it. You could put it in the middle of a field and get a full reading on it, and there'd be no activity there. It's not one I like. I don't like it. It's one everyone's got. Some people like it, some don't. I find you can debunk it too much. But it is an EMF meter. I mean, give it a shake and it'll go off. I mean, if you got one, you got one. I think everyone's got one of these, haven't they? It's just something everyone carries. Now we go on. Does anyone know what that is?
No. Steve's favourite.
That's going in the bin.
No, it's not.
Vibration alarm. It's just a basic, normal vibration alarm. They are good to have, especially when you're on stairs, putting them on stairs and things like that. Very good to have. But you better run it in conjunction with something. I can't put it on, it's got no batteries in it. But you just set it. If I knock it, touch it, anything like it goes off. Just a vibration alarm, that's all it is. Yeah, that's right. It's Dave's running machine. It makes me jump. It's 120 decibels, and when you stood right next to it and it goes off, it does make you jump. But they are good. But I use this in conjunction with one of these. Now this is a vibration detector. If I'm using stairs, I'd have this either at the top or at the bottom, and then that one at the top or the bottom. So I'd have them either way. Fitness trainer. Very sensitive this. Now these you get these. Right, I've got to try and stay still because it is sensitive. So anything touches it, goes near it, it will set it off. Now this is a brilliant bit of kit. Now, you get these off Andy Guy. It's a guy that makes equipment, and we get quite a lot of our equipment off him. Brilliant bit of kit, but I will say it's very, very sensitive. If you're on a wooden floor and you're investigating in a room on a wooden floor, you can't use it. It'll just pick you up walking around. I mean, I could be over that end of the room and it'll be over that end of the room. I've only got to go like that on the floor and it'll pick it up because it's very, very sensitive. Really good bit of kit though. Stick it on a concrete floor, you'll have to stamp. It's a lot better. It is good bit of kit, especially if you're doing stairs and things like that. I normally put it on top of stairs if we're downstairs, or at the bottom of stairs when we're upstairs. And then the vibration alarm on the other end. So they've got one either end. Really good bit of kit. He's got a YouTube page. I think it's called Sky. Scry, I think it's called. I'll have a look. I'll put it on my page anyway. So if anyone wants interested in any of his kit, this is it. It's very, very reasonably priced, and it is one to have. While we're on Andy's big kit, I'm sure it's Sky, SCIRE. His YouTube channel is. Now this is a tad meter. Now I don't know if he still makes these ones, but it's same again. It's for temperature. You'll hear us say the tad's gone off. But he's got two of these now, but I'm not sure if he still makes these ones. These are really good because these ones are set at 0.5. So it's quite a high, in paranormal, that's quite a high temperature difference. Like, so now that's set. So if it's a warm energy, it will go off red. If it's cold, it will go blue. But like I say, this one's set at 0.5, which is what we like, because we like sensitive bits of kits and not sensitive bits of kits, if that makes any sense. We like the variety. Now that's the new tad he makes now. That's the new one he makes now. It's a little bit different. I'm sure this one is the same. This is basically an ATDD in a box. That's basically what it is. I'm sure this one's set at 0.3. I'm pretty sure when I spoke to him it was set at that. He's done a few adjustments of it. He's moved things around. He's moved the temp thing the other side, and it's smaller, it's more compact. So if you haven't got a lot, I mean, it doesn't matter to us, but if you ain't got a lot of bit kit and you need to small down, it's a lot smaller, but it works in the same way. It's set on what it does. It's now searching and adjusting itself to the temperature in the room. It'll pick up your average temperature in the room. So a good range on it. Hold on. I'll talk to you in a minute. What I'll do at the end, I'll tell you where I'll get all my kit from. So that's gone off warm. It was set at temperature because I've just had my hand over it, so it's gone off warm. It is more sensitive. There you go. It's set. Am I even the right side? Yeah. There you go. So it's picked up my breath and it's gone red. If it's cold, it will turn blue. It does work because I put it in the fridge. I've always put them in the fridge and check them. But these are good. I'm not sure if he still makes this one because these are good to have together. Because they got two different readings on them. That's a bit of a higher one. That's a bit of a low one. They are really good to have together. These two. And then we go on to one of my favourite bits of kit. Aeroflux. Now everyone has got to get one of these in their bag. Now the thing is, I've done a lot of research into paranormal, the scientific side of it, not so much the medium side or anything like that, the actual scientific side of it. And when a paranormal activity has gone off, and these scientists have got all their devices out, all their equipment with their little meter readings and all that, like the proper thousands and billions of pounds and whatever it is they cost them, they've realised the air pressure will change, the temperature will change, and there will be some form of electric field energy. It could be there's several different energies it could use, but it will be all three of them in one go. Now these, I don't know many people make these. I only know Andy that makes these. What they do is they pick up the pressure in the room. So what it does, same again, you put it on, or set, and it will set itself to the pressure in the room. Now I don't know if one works because these ain't quite as sensitive as the new ones. I know these are discontinued, but he's made an upgraded one, but I know these ones are discontinued. So when your air pressure changes, now when it goes red like that and beeps, that's a really high natural air pressure change. It does what it does. It goes amber, then it'll go red, and it'll go red and beep. You quite often, if that goes red and beeps, you'll hear us all going, it's going off, wait, run. Well, that's why, because it is a really high pressure change for that to pick up. See, there's the amber, just with a blow on it, and then see how high it's got to be?
Amber.
Still amber. There you go. That's how high it's got to be to go red. You have to really give it a good suck to go red. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Not with these lot on here. Drink of candies. Yeah, that's right, Dre. When it goes red, run. So they're the Aerofluxes. Good bit of kit. I've never seen these anywhere else. I only know Andy that makes these. He doesn't make these anymore, so unfortunately you can't get these ones. You'll have to get this one. That's his new version of the Aeroflux. It's just upgraded. He's just upgraded everything on it. It does light up. He's put the new cover on, it does light up better. Even though there's not a problem with the old ones because they work the same. I think this one, it scans every so many seconds and takes a reading. What they do is they scan every so many seconds. I think this one scans quicker than this one, if I remember rightly. It's scan every 3 seconds, but takes a reading. This one does it even when it's going off. It will carry on scanning. But it's exactly the same. It's like the same bit of kit. They're just better PCB board in there because he's adjusted it. There you go. It's got a better alarm on it. No, that's a running alarm, that, isn't it? Did you hear that, Dre? We've never even heard that, have we? Hey? That's like, quick, run. Yeah, what happens in the break between main and subs? Not a lot happens in the break. We have a cup of coffee. Right, what ain't I done? We have the EVP. Yeah, it's just, in basic terms, it just picks up what we can't pick up. It's that sensitive, it will pick up more than it's the higher. It's higher wavelength that that wavelength we pick up and EVP picks up. Is it higher or lower? I can't remember. And that's why you can pick up voices and things like that on that when you're talking what we can't pick up. But we did conquer that, didn't we, Dre? You had right fun the other night, didn't you, mate? Got Dre one of these. He tried it out the other night, and I think he thoroughly enjoyed it. Now these are cheap. and I do recommend you get one, because now these, you can pick these up on eBay for peanuts, absolute peanuts. They're fully adjustable. Turn it on, stick it in your ear, fully adjustable. Now I got it, I've never used it. We was talking about it one night on the way home, and I said to Ray, I got one of them. I said, I'll bring it out, you use it. You do it behind camera, because you can hear, and what's the name? And he tried it out the other night, and he said he could hear the cars like we couldn't even hear out on the road that was behind like the building we was in. There's the building we were in. There's a playing field, and there's a road right over the other side, and he could hear the cars going up and down the road, and we couldn't do it. 100 yards, yeah, 100 yards picked up. Like he says, talking you and me sort of thing, it wasn't very good. He said it was muffled. He said, but once you got beyond that, he said the pickup on it was absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what would be good, to attach one of these to like a microphone or something. So that's Dre's new toy he's playing with at the moment. He's having quite good fun of it. Mind you, it does keep going. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did anyone hear that? And of course we can't hear it, because it's nowhere near us. Like, no, Dre, can't hear it, mate. But it's good, because I want him to try and hear things, certain things that I hear. It'd be nice that he could hear them as well, because we went somewhere once, and I could hear, there was this woman talking, and I could hear it as clear as day. Even had a conversation with this woman, but no one else could do it. But Dre did hear the shuffling when she was walking around the room. I said, you go in there. He went down the room. I said, go in there. You definitely be able to hear her shuffling, whether you can hear her talking or not. So and that's what brought it all about. It'd be nice for him to get to hear some of the things I hear. Go get me the tablet out of my bag, mate. What else have I got? There was PSB 11. Now, does anyone know what that is? It's a radio. All this is it's a PSB 7 upgraded. It's the new. You get the PSB 7. This is the PSB 11. Only difference with them is this one's got. I don't even think I've got battery in it. No, I ain't got battery in it. Oh yeah, I have. Well, it might work then. Right, it must be flat. Alright, cheers, mate. Oh. Well, I didn't come prepared, did I? Oh, it's come on now. Right, PSB 11, old school bit of equipment. If you ain't got one of these, you should have a PSB 7 in your box. If not, PSB 11. The reason I got one of these, we did have the 7, but I wanted to upgrade to one of these because it's a double channel. It's basically 2 channel, and as you can see, what it does, it does radio frequency, and it sweep through the radio frequency. So that one's on AM. I can have it forward sweeping like that, or I can have it reverse sweeping like that with your volume. But at the same time, I can turn this one on, which is the 2nd channel. You can adjust your sweep rate. Alright, but at the same time I can turn this one on in FM and have that one just sweeping backwards or forward as well at a different sweep rate. So I can get them 2. So I've got 2 channels going. You know, and when you get a spirit through and he wants to talk to you on it, it's got both options. It's a great bit of kit. It's not so. it's not so great with oh, this one always comes with a thing as well, like the temperature thing on there. So apparently if spirit comes near you, you can pick up temperature as well. I love this big kit. I don't use it as much as I like to. Pure and simple reason is people moan about the noise, and they moan about it. Some people, when you're on a live, they will leave because they don't like the noise. Hence why I don't use it so much. But it is old school, really good bit of kit. Is that the one with the vibration and other things on it? No, Dre, this one's not, mate. This is it's only got a temperature on it. Temperature and 2 sweep channels. That's, you're on about the EDI, mate. The EDI meter. Don't make them anymore. They're out of stock. They don't make them anymore. The only way you'll pick one of them up will either be someone that's got it old in stock or second hand. They've stopped making them now because it's something to do with the board, PCB board thing, and they can't get them anymore. So it was something like that. The bloke was telling me that's where I got all this other stuff from. That's who makes the EDI meter. Is where I got all the puck and everything from. That's where is it? I forgot this one. There's kit everywhere. I forgot this one. It's a Rook. You don't see many of these about, but it's back. It's same again. It's back onto the EMF meter. Switch that point back, please. EMF meter. Now this is a good one. It's hard for you lot to see this work because it's a bit of both. It's a sensitive one and it's a not so sensitive one. It's a 2-in-1. They call it. It's called a Rook. Yeah, Dre likes the Rook. The problem with this, with not investigators, it's brilliant. We love it. But the problem with the Rook, with like yourselves, is you won't see it working properly. Yeah, it's a 4-bar light, so these bars go up and it does actually beep. But the sensitivity from the first bar and the second bar is a really big range. So it will pick something up really sensitive to something not so sensitive, and the bars will actually tell you what sort of range you're picking up in. You'll see it when we've got a lot of activity. You'll see the first two flickering quite a lot. But now we see it, you might not be able to see it, and that's the Rook. Bit of a sophisticated EMF meter, but basically, but he's a good one. Now I'll get all my equipment. I'll tell you where I get all my equipment. Like these, all these ones. So they come from that. What's it called? Ghost. Dre, quick. Ghost. What? Ghost Shop, I think it's called. They're in America. You can buy these. That, for example, you can get it off eBay. I think about 300 quid. You can get it from America. It's about 150 plus. Don't forget you get your tax on it. You will get taxed on it. Don't think you'll get it through without getting taxed, because you won't. Same with your park. I can't remember how much they are. About 150, I think, plus your tax. They're about 150 plus your tax. Rook's about 50 plus your tax. That's it. Ghost Shop. Yeah, it is. Is it in the USA? You can only get, well, I would say you can only get these in the USA. You will buy it cheaper in the USA. Even with your tax, it is a lot cheaper than what you can buy in the UK. These in the UK are about 300 quid. These are about 200-300 quid. I think these are about 100 quid. Even with your tax on it, from the Ghost Shop is a lot cheaper than what you buy in the UK. And they're here within sort of 3-4 days. I put a couple of orders in with them now, and they've been here, but both been here within like 2-3 days. And don't think you've got it and you've got away with your tax, because you'll get a letter through the post. And these ones, all these ones, all my Skyer ones, Scryer. Andy Guy makes these. Lovely chap. They're all about 40 quid each. If you're going to buy one, they're all about 40 quid each. Absolutely excellent boat. Here within a couple of days of you buying them. Good thing with these, you do get warranty with the American ones, but if you want to spend 30-40 quid sending it back, then that's up to you. But these all covered in warranty. I mean, I've had them break, I've had things go wrong with them. I just ring Andy up. Andy, mate, my thing's gone down. Yeah, send it over. Bang, send it over. He sorts it out, sends it back. No hassle, no quibble, always done. But his kit, like I say, he makes the tad. You can't buy the old stuff off him no more. I'm sure he's discontinued. Whether he's got some kicking around and you can get it off him, I don't know. You'll have to ask him. But these are the kits he's got now. His name's Andy Guy. You can go for Andy Guy on Facebook, or his YouTube channel is Skyer, Scire. You can contact him that way. If not, anyone wants his details, just give me a message, give the page a message, give me a message, and I'll put you on to him, no problem. Absolutely brilliant bloke. He's bringing a new bit of kit out. Very clever bloke. He is very clever. He's thought about this and he's gone into it and he's adjusted things, and yeah, very clever. These are proper made for the paranormal. He's bought a new bit of kit out. I'm not going to leak it out yet because we are getting the first sort of prototype one, so you'll have to wait till he's done that. He's in the process of doing it. I've been getting videos off him as he's been going along doing it, and it's an awesome bit of kit. It really is brilliant, and I'm really looking forward to that. I should have tagged him in here actually, but yeah, Dre, you get your stuff and all, don't you, mate? You've had quite a few bits off it, and Dre, you know yourself, don't you, mate? When it goes off, it's run time. The thing with these ones, you can put these in doorways or anything, and with a bit of wind, and it won't go off. It will not set them off. It'll have to be like these. It'll have to be like quite a heavy wind for this to set this off, especially set it off and beep at the same time. It's got to be quite a bit of wind. But like I say, yeah, you can get Andy on YouTube, Scire, Skyer. Is it Skyer? Skyer. Scire. Oh, you can't see because it's back front, isn't it? You get that on YouTube. He's got a channel out there, and he's even got videos on there from explaining how they work and what they do and all that. So just go along, have a look, give him a message, and they'll sort you out with him. What have I got? I think that's about it. I would do these, but who knows what these are, don't we? Flash balls. I'm not a big lover of flash balls, I'll be honest with you. I like them. They have a purpose. But if you know me, you'll know I only like a flashy ball when it's next out and they're both going off together. That's a bit of excitement for me. That on its own is not exciting for me. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's a cheap cat ball made from China, so. That's
it's
it.
It's exciting when they're rolling off chairs, though, Pete.
Oh yeah, that's different. That's a different thing. If that's rolling off, I mean, we've had it roll off a chair when we was in the cellar. Me, Rose, and Dre went and done a place, and it was sat on the chair, and it didn't move that chair for ages, did it? And then all of a sudden, it just rolled along the chair. But you could have used a ball for that anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. For this to go off and flash does not excite me. Yeah, I like. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. Oh, the ball's going off. Yeah, the ball's going off, but I don't get excited with it. But if that goes off with that going off, and if that goes off with that going off red and beeping, then I'm excited. Because that's two different separate devices going off, and that's how I like to work my balls with another device. Even with it, if it's with that, it doesn't matter what it's with, as long as if it's with that one. Whatever it's with, I like my ball. I like these balls running in conjunction with another device, and that's when I get they work their best. But as a solo object, not for me. Sorry. We also have a plasma. Oh, my box is upstairs. I have got an EMF pump. I forgot to bring it down. I'll tell you. I'll explain what you'll see it out every now and then. I do like it. It's a black box like that with a battery pack on it, and what it does, it has a motor inside it with a magnet diagonally stuck to it. What it does, turn it on and it'll spin the magnet around. What is creating electromagnetic field, which in theory is meant to give spirits energy. Also, one of these can as well. Oh, it's flat. No, it's not. Which is this is a plasma plate. You've all seen the plasma balls. You know, you've got the balls where you put your finger on and it kicks out that energy and it does the spark on your finger when you're going around with it. Well, it's a plasma plate. It's exactly the same, but it's in a plate. You know, if you're doing a Ouija board or something like that, stick one of these next to it. You know, if you're not got no energy, just bang one of these next to it. They're inexpensive, you know, about 10 quid, something like that, but they do create a lot of energy. You can have them voice activate as well, so you can, if you're doing like a silent investigation, and you say, right, make some noises, we're going to be quiet for 3 minutes, you can put that on the floor, and any noise it will pick up and it will flash. It's just going with my voice. See what I mean? So it is good for that sort of investigation as well. We don't use this enough, to be fair, but they do eat batteries. These do eat batteries, but they are a good bit of kit. Definitely worth having. That and an EMF pump. EMF pumps are good, but they do make a lot of noise. So there are time and places. Like I say, there's time and places for every bit of equipment. I don't think I've missed anything. Vortex. Yeah, you thought I was going to show you my Vortex. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Right, Vortex. It's basically a laser that forms a circle laser. You insert smoke into it by puffing. We vape. And you can ask the spirit to come into that vortex or come into that vortex, and it will produce an image. I'm not going to show you my vortex because I designed it, I had it specially made, and it is sort of one of a kind. So I'm not going to put it on here, because put it on here, everybody's going to copy it. So unfortunately I can't show you it, but it works in the same way as others. It's just we have a unique one that we're quite popular with. But at the end of the day, all it is it's a funnel of laser that you put smoke into, and you can get some good evidence out of that. I've had some good results out of Vortex. But your best bit of equipment is your camera. Don't forget your camera.
Eyes and ears.
You know, eyes, ears, camera. Can't beat it. You really can't beat it. If you're going to catch something, it's on the camera. All this equipment does is shows us that there's something there. It shows us where it is. It's like get it painted. Yeah, I should do really. Oh, apps, yeah. I've got that here, mate. I've got me. I'll do that. All it is what's I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, eyes, ears, camera. This equipment just tells us it's here. It tells us you've got something in there or not. You'll see us go out. I've done a few churches and things like that, and not one bit of equipment's gone off, you know. But we've caught an apparition on camera. You know, we've what was that church we done? Weren't it? We've got a little girl, full apparition of a little girl in a church, and no equipment really went off all night. So it is quite a weird way. It doesn't mean just because your equipment's not going off that there's nothing there. It doesn't mean there's nothing there. It doesn't mean it's out. It just means the spirit's not coming near your equipment. You know, you might set it up over there, that spirit might go over there. You know, and when people say, oh, I had a flat night like tonight, none of the equipment went off. No, you didn't have a flat night, you just didn't find the spirit. You know what I mean? If you've gone somewhere that's known to be haunted, it's not that it's flat, you just didn't find it. But having so much equipment makes it easier to find it. So we got to remember, we're set when we get somewhere. We don't just, well, we do when we're late, but we don't just get there. We get there, we set up, put equipment out, move it around. We'll see where's active. Right, it's a bit active in this area. It's not so active over here. You know, it's not as simple as just get there, chuck it out, go. Unless you're late. That's the only time we do it, is when we're late. Andy will shoot around. As soon as we get there, we'll shoot around. We check the building, make sure no one's in it, and then he'll run around, start putting this out, put that out, put out, and you'll hear him. Well, that's going off. Well, that's going off. And what's going off, Andy? And it'll work out where it is active in that building or where to go. And that's where we set up. Right, we set up here, and we'll do a spread out with all the equipment. And we'll at certain times there's like a swish type thing, and always going in the same direction all the time. Well, it could be some form of ghost that, where it's repeated time and time again. Try and see what time it does it, and see if it does it that time every day. Apps, just a plain device. Now your apps, they work all your devices. You know, when you download an app and sometimes they say, oh, sorry, this is not compatible with this device. A, it's probably because your Android's no good, or B, it's not got all the kit on it that you need for it. You know what I mean? It uses the gyro in it, it uses the microphone, it uses the speaker, there's a temperature thing in it. It's literally got everything. These devices have got everything in it. Everything related to all your equipment is set up in these. That's why you can download apps and use them. Your geos for your compass and things like that. Microphone for your speaking and things like that. Your speaker is your magnet for your magnetic field. You can run an Emf meter on this on an app, and it actually works because it's got the device in it that needs it. It's got the MF reader in it. So people say, oh, don't use apps, don't use apps. But why not? These have got everything you need is in this device, not just the app, in this device, in this actual device itself. If you're going to use one, I will say, do not go and get a cheap one, 40 quid. Spend a bit of money, get yourself half decent tablet, put your apps on it. You find it's more responsive and it's a lot better, and the battery lasts longer. All different apps. I mean, I've got loads on here. What do you want, Solomon? Anyone want Solomon?
Yeah.
He's no. Necrophonics, you all know Necrophonics. I haven't got the speaker on, so you might be able to hear it. It's got sound bases in it. It's just sounds. Spirit put them together, and we'll make when it wants to. If you're communicating, a word will come out. But if you hear no words coming out, because I'm not communicating with nothing, it's just sounds. I have got several add-ons on here. Some I don't use. Some I've got on here for music purposes only, because I like the music that they have. Like I like the D66, I like the Solomon, but I do with is it a D60? I'm not sure which one it is. Either the D66 or the Solomon. I do actually like the sweep on it. The sweep's very good on it. I use Hope a lot. That's a very good app. Now, the thing with this app, I can individualize. You'll see, you don't see it on the main page much. Yeah, it did Katrina. Yeah, I think it's about 10, 11 quid nowadays, isn't it? Yeah, you have to buy it, that one. But this is a good app. Now, you'll see well, you don't see when I'm in my live investigation, and there might be something asking to be helped out, or I want to call someone out and I want someone in particular. Well, this is a good app to use. It's called Hope. HOPE. It's called Hope. But with this one, you can actually use it to talk to. So in it, it's got an audio bank. So you select your audio bank, and you've got man and woman, man and woman, man, woman, young man, young woman, older man, older woman, child, woman, TTS, whatever that is. So I will open that bank, And say I wanted to talk to a woman. I'd hit woman. I'll let it load the bank up. Now these are the same. These are all sounds. There's no words in this. It's only sounds. But the sounds in reverse. They're not going forward. It's got the sound bank in it, but they're in reverse. So I'll load the woman bank up. Now I'll call, if I'm talking to a woman, I'll call it forward. I tend to only do this on subs. I don't know why, but I do. And then I'll call the woman in. I'll try to see if I've got hold of it, and but now I'll ask a question, and then I have to slide the bank over and then slide it back to get my answer. Sometimes it answers, sometimes don't. See, there's nothing here, so see, and then it'll give me my answer. So, and I can switch that bank between like I say, men, women and children. This is one of it's not something you could I don't think you can start your investigation with, but it's something you individualize out with another spirit. It's very, very good. Text to speech. No, it's not text to speech, Christine. No, it's just singularizing app in it to like communicate individually with an individual spirit. You know, like you can go to these places, you can get loads come through, and you want to pick one out and tick, you can ask it to come forward, and you can try and communicate with it. You can put in there what it is, if it's a child, a bloke, a woman. See, I don't like that paradox one. I really don't like that. I have tried it. It's not. But the thing is, with your apps, some people can work some and others can't, and vice versa. So you probably get on well with a paradox, whereas it's just not my cup of tea. Another one I use that I actually do quite like is the Hope. I think this is the one you lot have been asking for. Oh, thank you for the stars, Anne. Appreciate that. I think a lot of you asked me about this one the other night. It's called the Portal. It's been around years. I know what's the name used it a few times, but it's been around a few years. This it's quite, I wouldn't say it was popular, but I do like it. You know, when you want to change, when you get nothing through on your necrophonics, you want a bit of a change, go stick that on. Stick your Portal on. It's it can be a bit clearer. If I can get it to work. Alright, so the Portal, it's meant to be ready. Why ain't it working, babe?
I look like a specialist IT consultant.
Oh, broke it. Saying it's ready, but oh, push the on button, Dave. Done a rose there. Right, Portal. 7 words, scanning box, but it is good one. I actually do like it. I actually do like it. I think it's very good, but it's one of them apps, because I like it so much. I don't like to overuse it, but that's the one everyone was asking me about the other night. Yeah, Portal. It was good on Thursday. Yeah, it is a good app. I do like it. I used to use it quite a lot all the time, like I do with the Necro. But then you find you get, I wouldn't say bored of it. You just want to change to try and communicate with something else. That's why I don't get it out a lot, but I do get it out. I will start using it more, because I did notice a lot of people said they could understand it a lot more. Then they got you got your normal ones like your Solomon, your D66. Another one I like, Radio Hack. Does anyone use this? Oh, I like this. I've had some good investigations with this. It's just the same as the PSP-11. It uses a radio and scans a radio, but it's in an app. and it uses your inner thing as an anti. You'll pay for that off screen. What have I done? Hold on. So it just scans, but it's a good one. I like this one. I've had some good investigations of this radio hack. So if you can't afford to go out and buy a PSB 11 or PSB 7 or something like that, download that radio hack. It's just as good, and I've had some really good evidence there. The name of that app, that's Radio Hack, Cynthia. Radio Hack. Anyone don't know what saying it is or anything, just give us a message. I'll let you know what it is, what we use. It's not a problem. It really ain't a problem. And like Rose not turning on, but I'm like, yeah, I'll with you that one.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate this one?
Hold on, I'll do it in a minute. But that's a really good one. That's about all the apps I use. I use another one called Anarium, but I get told off for using it because I can use it, I understand it, but the rest of the team, they just look at me gone out when I stick it on. But I actually do like it. But when you're investigating with another investigator and they can't understand it, it's not really fair on them. Anarium, very good app. Adjustable again, different adjustable banks. There's no you switch your banks on, and then you switch your channels on so that they're scanning through. Wrap app recommendations. What? Yeah, them. All them candies. Any of them. They're the only ones I use. They're all very good. None of them are word banks. None of them have got word bank. I don't do word banks. Paratech, anything like that. Don't bother. If you watch someone, right, you watch someone that does an investigation with Paratech. Oh no, I've not tried them. Are they any good? PC apps from Extreme Senses. No, I'll have a look at them. Very good for my situation. Yeah, I don't see why not. Hope app, yeah. Yeah, see, you could try it.
Oh, we have. I use Afterlife box.
Oh, Afterlife box.
Alice box.
An Alice box. Are they on them? Is that on them?
Afterlife is.
Yeah, we got them. They're on the PC because you have to use them with the laptop. But that's where Andy Guy's new bit of equipment will come in when it's finished. But I will pull it up. It's basically, you know, like your Alice box and all that. Just put in one device. It's a good bit of kit. Yeah. I'm with you now. Yeah, really, any of them ones are good to use. I don't use Paratech. I won't use a word bank, a word generator. You know, where it kicks up a word, it'll say this word, that word. Exactly like Paratech. Once you've got one, you've got them all. Download Paratech. Don't matter what other word bank app you're using, they'll all be the same. I don't like them. I don't use them. What you'll do is you'll find a word will come out and someone will try and put their investigation around that word. Oh, Spirit, you've said this. Oh, the door, I'll say door open. Oh, Spirit, you've opened the door. No, Spirit ain't opened the door because the door ain't open. It's just said door open on there and you're telling that Spirit it's opened the door. Or you're going to open the door. Or over there. Oh, right, Spirit, you're over there. Is that what you're telling me? You're over there. So you're not actually getting an investigation out. You're actually working with an app that's putting out words. You're not getting an investigation out. Now, if you can turn that around and ask questions and get a direct answer, which doesn't happen that often with like Paratech or anything like that, hence why I don't use it. But that's my personal opinion. Some people love it, some people say they get really good evidence with it. I just think the pants. But that's my personal opinion. I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, but I don't think anyone is in this field. We're just investigators and we do it our own ways. yeah, you never know, Candice. It could be. It could well be. There's loads of things you can try. There's the candle. Tried using a candle, asking it direct to candle, put a candle out, raise the candle, lower it, blow it to the left, blow it to the right. Try that simple bit of equipment, candle. You can use that. If you can get it to do something like that, move it around, blow it out. If you're in a room with no wind, you ask it to move it, and it does. And to the left, to the right, make the flame bigger, make it smaller. If you're getting that response, then move on. Do something else. Get an app, or just go a bit further. Try it a bit at a time and see how you go. Black mirror, yeah. I don't carry black mirror. Dre does. It could be. It's worth trying. Try. Like I say, try small steps and go through it. Like I say, do a candle, then put an app on. Have a bash with an app. Find one that you're comfortable with, that you can sort of work with. Download them all if you have to. Just download them all and then go through every single one till you find one that you can sort of like work with, and go from there. See what you can get through. Just call it in. Whatever's there, just call it in, ask it to come in, ask it to communicate with you, and see if it'll communicate with you. If it wants to, it will. If you don't, it won't. It's all you can do, really. And that, I think that's about it now on my equipment stuff. Like I say, we've got other bits. Oh, I've left it in the bag. Thermal camera. I've got a thermal camera, it's in the bag. Reason we don't get it out is because we keep forgetting we got it. It's a very good device. Another one, what you need to do is sort of like give it to your cameraman or something like that, so they're standing around doing it, scanning around. You can pick up cold, hot, everything on it. The one I've got, you can pick up cold, hot, pick up images, different kind of images. So when we went to that RAF place, I put it on -4. I put the thermal camera on the field, run it along the field where the plane crash was, and it was red with yellow outlining. Now this is pointing on a field that was -4 degrees, and it was exactly where the plane crash was. How good evidence is that? You can't argue that. Fully charged thermal camera. How does that work? What, the thermal camera or the black mirror? Oh, black mirror. Nice. It's not one I really do. I have done scrying in it. Put a light up, ask it to come forward. It's not something you can't. It's SLS. Nah, that's not for me, mate. SLS debunk. It's all over YouTube having that debunked. I mean, you're going to spend all that sort of money for a bit of kit. You might as well just download Ghost Tube SLS off for your phone. It works exactly the same, you know, and it's free, rather than spend 300 quid on a bit of kit. It's not my cup of tea. It's been debunked for so long now. They've done the videos on it where it's picking up things. That chap that done it at the church, he debunked it as well. I'm saying, yeah, yeah. Just if anyone wants to play with an SLS and have a bit of fun or whatever, just download Ghost Tube SLS. It works exactly the same and it don't cost you nothing. I've had a go with it, don't get me wrong. I've put it on the camera and done it for the viewers in front, like on another phone, and yeah, some people like it, but for an actual proper paranormal investigator, it's not a very good bit kit. Yeah, don't I wouldn't go wasting money. If you're going to get a camera, get a full spectrum camera. If you want to go spend some money, I think what are they, about 300 quid, ain't they, them SLS things now, the kit, and it about 300 quid, right? We might as well go and get a full spectrum camera, stick it on a tripod and do some recording while you're out. See what you pick up. You'll get more out of that. Bedposts, it does. SLS will pick anything up. It's I mean, when you think about it, it was made for, is it Nintendo or something like that, for when you're playing the games, to pick up the body when you're playing the games. When you're playing them games, you remember that anyone played the tennis, when you go hit the ball, when you don't hit it, you're over there, and then you're over there. So you know what I mean? It picks anything up. Picks plant pots up and puts them as little people, and It's yeah,
Turns a
SLS.
chair into a person.
Yeah.
To its legs.
Chairs into a person. It's not my cup of tea. Like I say, don't get me wrong. If you want to have a play with an SLS, Ghost Tube SLS, free. That's the one. Xbox Connect. It's free. Download it, stick on your phone, go and have a play with it. You'll see. Going around, you'll see. You'll be picking up spirits here, there, and everywhere. Your Christmas tree will be a spirit. Kiddie type thing. No, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's more of an entertaining device, I say. It's not hard paranormal evidence. It doesn't pick anything scientific up, does it? So it's sort of like, it's an entertaining device. Not my cup of tea, but like I say, if you want to go buy a camera or something like that, go get yourself a full spectrum camera. They're not that expensive. Stick it on a tripod, do a bit of recording, see what you got at the end of the night. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it. Well, that's me done. So you now all know what we got, what we run, how we do it, and that's about it. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's been brilliant. If I've not seen your message, I do apologise on comments because I've got 4 platforms going, so I can't read them all and I can't really see.
Not sure. Pass down your knife, man.
Have I not? Oh, all right then. Cheers, Dre. So I hope you all enjoyed it, guys. And I'll leave this on there. So if you ever want to go back and look at it, I will put some photos up on certain platforms, and I'll let you all know so you can go back and have a bit of thing. No problem. That's all right, guys. Thanks for joining me anyway. And I will see you all later. Well, I don't want to know. See you later, guys. Thanks. Bye.